Hey guys, today we are at powerjackrepair.net. We have a laptop called Gateway. I assume it's a Gateway. It's a Gateway, and the model number is nv76r23u. And the problem is the jack on the laptop is faulty, and I will show you how to replace the jack. And only slight thing is the client requested that we would put the jack on the outside and make it a pigtail. So because we have to put the jack on the outside and make it a pigtail, it's not going to be exactly what you need to do, but I will show you basically how to replace the jack, and then I will see how much, how we can put it on the outside. Alright, so this is Gateway, made in 2012. So something like that. nv76r23u vg70 Gateway. Alright. Let me show you how we're gonna work on that. Let me show you how to take it apart. Again, nothing's gonna be hidden. I will try to move the camera a little bit like that, I guess, so you could see everything better. Alrighty. Not like that. Maybe like this. Okay. Because the drill gonna be in a way, so yeah. Alright. Okay, so now you have to get all the screws out. And there's not many of them want to come out from this thing. No big deal. So what we do is we just lift this guy upwards like that, set this aside. The hard drive is right here. Oh, let's remove the hard drive just in case. Alright. Let's slide the hard drive to the side. Alright. And a couple of screws here. Here. And here. Alright. Remove the CD-ROM. There are two screws right here. Alright. Now, again, what we do is we take the laptop apart, we replace the jack. It's going to cost you $100 if you want to ship it to us. That includes the labor, the parts, and return shipping back to you. The $60 does not apply here because it's not the jack on the motherboard. It's a jack that's with the cable. So like that. Okay, so here everything seems to be one screw right here. And right here. Okay. Okay. So what is the okay. Okay, one more right there. Alright. Let's flip it over, see if the keyboard is removable. Or the whole thing needs to be taken off. No, probably the whole top end comes out. Here. No, the keyboard could be removed, but I'm not sure if you need to remove it yet. Here you're just breaking the shell with something sharp. Don't go too much in because you might damage some sort of wiring or LEDs. Alright, so seems to me something is holding something down. Yep. Alright, now we are golden. Okay, I see there are some cables on the inside, which I don't want to damage, meaning we need to find a way to see if we can just disconnect this. Well, we do need to remove the keyboard. Problem is there is no way to get it under. Okay, so we probably need to get something like a guitar pick like that and shove it in there, in this space. It doesn't want to even go in. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Alright, okay. So let's leave this guy outwards, remove this guy, and let's disconnect this cable. Alright, let's disconnect that and that, two cables here, and let's take this whole thing off, like that. Okay, so here we got the standard problem of the jack. Basically, alright, let's take a look what we got. Alright, the client wants this jack to be on the outside. Let's take a look and see if we can do something like that. Okay. Yeah, there is no magnets or anything like that, so the maximum is gonna be out. There's I don't know. Oh, let's take a look. So like that, like that. This is more going to be a custom job because we need to extend the cables probably. Alright, now I mean the maximum is going to be sticking like that. I mean the cables are not long enough to give it 4 inches here. So we need to put like cables like this long, from here to here, put a new jack on top, and hopefully it's gonna work. So let me power up the soldering station. The plug is also damaged. Seems like it. I probably need to put a new plug. For us, it's easier just to replace the jack and put it back in here, and it's gonna work. But the client wants this to be on the outside. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever the client wants, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so where is the cutters? Okay. So here we got the red cable. Red is positive, almost always. And here we got a black cable. Black is negative almost always on DC currents. So like that, or like that. Okay. So what we do next, we cut those guys here, cut them here, throw away the jack. Okay, so here what we do, we twist the cables, those guys, twist them around, twist those guys, and now we're gonna put a couple of new cables here. Alright, so let me go find some wires laying around. Okay, the client requests pigtail with the 4-inch of cable. So this is about 6-inch because we're gonna do a restraint on the outside, and it's gonna be about 4 inches sticking out of the laptop. So let's prepare the cables. Again, honestly, I don't think for this particular model it's that necessary to use the pigtails. There are some laptops which, you know, obviously you need a pigtail because they always break, but this one, I don't think pigtails are necessary. But again, client wants pigtails, client will get a pigtail. So that's all right. So those cables here we're gonna twist like that and connect those guys here, and this cable we're gonna twist like that and connect to the black guy here. So what we want to do is we want to solder the jack first. Why? Because or do we want to solder the cables first? Because there is a small hole right here which we need to run the wires through before we're gonna solder anything else. Now a couple of things. First of all, we need a heat shrink, right? So the heat shrink has to go on right about now. Let's find some heat shrink, which would be here and here. So we're gonna have 2 heat shrinks, right? Well, first let's solder the jack, right? We want to get a similar type of jack. Let's go look for it. Alright, so here what we want to do, we want to bend this is exactly the same jack. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to bend, like here they didn't even bend it, so here we want to bend this end inwards and short it with the casing, and this is where the negative part is gonna go. So negative is right here. We're gonna solder it up in a second. Let's see if it's even gonna fit in there. Yep, perfect fit. So like that. That's really nice. Really good fit. Okay, let's solder this guy up. Wrong way. This way. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna short the wire here. To here. Alright, like that. Okay, so now we want to put in the heat shrink on, like that, like that, and we want to bring the laptop inside. Okay, so we got the two wires properly wired in. Like that. So we put it back here. Alright, and now we're gonna reduce the heat shrink so it would hold on to it. Alright, so those guys are connected. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, finally. Okay. So worst case is gonna be stuck on those heat shrinks and won't get pulled in, I mean outwards. And what else we can do is we can probably do something like that. Alright, so what I want to do is something along, come on, like that, and like that. So you see, this nut right here would prohibit it from going out. Now, even if the nut goes out, the two heat shrinks will hold that whole thing in place, and even if we kind of bend it here so that everything would be in its own place here, hold on, like that, and well, let me put this guy in and see how far out it needs to be. Okay, so I'm not sure if the CD-ROM is going to go in when I have something like this big here. Okay, maybe I need to shove this guy under there a little bit more. Maybe I need to just break the insulation a bit more. Oh, maybe I could just drag this guy this way, like that, and here something like, let's move this guy here and this guy there, like that. All right, how about now? Let's see, looks good. Okay, let's shove in the CD-ROM and see if it's gonna go in and out easily. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, so let's put it all back together. Now we just need to put one screw right there. Like that. Okay, now we'll put the top cover on. And hopefully there is nothing special here on the top cover. Top cover goes here, like that, okay. Now we want to those cables for the power, this cable for the touchpad, this cable for the speakers. Alright, let's connect the keyboard. And yeah, shove this in there the best I can. Okay. Now we want to put in 2 screws right here. One and 2. I'll make sure the CD-ROM goes in there just fine. Yep, it's in just fine. Let's connect the CD-ROM. Okay, and what we want to do here is first of all we want to tape it, right? Well, let's put it all back together, because you probably don't care about the pigtail here, like that. Shove this guy in there. Like that. Close that. Let's connect those guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8. I don't remember if this was here or this was here. Well, either way, that's the way I put it together. Make sure this is all fit here. Let's close it down. Okay. Alrighty. Now we put the battery back in, And basically that's how you replace the jack. Now the only thing left for me to do is to make sure it's gonna be insulated here. Let's do something like that. Something like so that the people wouldn't be pulling on the cable itself. Now, trust me, this is not insulation yet. Hold on 1 second. This is just so that there would be something in between. Now, the real insulation is right here. Let's hope it's gonna fit through. And yeah, it does fit through. The piece is a bit too long, so we need to cut it a little bit less. Alright. Something like that. Alright, and now we need to use the... Hold on 1 second, let me shrink it down. You've seen how to shrink it already. Okay, so this is how things are done. As you can see closer, you will see little tiny ribs, so people could hold on to them and connect and disconnect, and they wouldn't put any strain on the cables. Something like that. Oh, hold on, 1 second. Yeah. Okay. You see? All right. So now what I need to do is I need to replace this guy. Replace the plug, because obviously it's faulty. Because when you wiggle the jack so much, the plug goes bad. And the way to replace the plug is pretty much the same way. Chop this guy off, crash it, crash this guy. So again, yeah, I mean, if you don't have to replace the plug, just leave a like, or you could send us your laptop if you want us to work on it. We are in Chicagoland, so if you want, you could stop by. We could fix it in about like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, as you can see on the video. So, yeah, without commenting or without taping the video, we can do it much faster. Here we just twist the wires. And what we do next is like that, like that, like that. Okay. So that's a plus, that's a minus. This is the plus again, and this is the minus if the audio is being delayed. So yeah, let me first go find the plug that matches this guy, and I'll be back soon. Okay, let's take a look. We got a plug like that. I want to compare it to the plug that I threw away. Yes, but not exactly the one. Give me.
Я опять хотел поругаться.
Ты что, пешком как прошла?
Там вообще другая погода.
Да?
Да, что теперь творится? Жесть.
Alright, so I think I found the right plug. Let's see. This is a heavy duty one. Okay, let's remove this guy. Okay, so found this guy, which is like that, like that. Only this one has a much more heavy duty plug, and we're just gonna install it instead of this guy, and it's gonna be a perfect fit for, let's make sure that that the arms here are separate. Yep, ideal fit. So yeah, and let's prepare the cable. Like that, like that, like that, and like that. Okay, let's figure out which one is which. Alright, so that's a minus, that's a plus. Plus we're gonna bend it this way. And what we need to get is the heat shrink here. And now we just need to solder this connection up. I mean, I saw you, I already showed you how to solder, so stay with me for a second. Plus. Okay, so let me solder those two cables together.